Hi everyone, it's Matt LaPine, Artistic Director of Rise Up Chorus, coming to you with an update about our rehearsals in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. First, thank you so much for your understanding about the cancellation of this past Friday's rehearsal. I know that it was a very last minute change for you, but I believe everyone was able to stay home and nobody made the trip out unnecessarily. If you have not yet signed up for our Remind text messaging feature, please do that. In the bottom of this memo, you'll see that information on how to register for either the youth chorus or the adult chorus Remind. So please take a moment to do that now if you have not done so already. So I wanted to come to you with this update about the COVID-19 pandemic and more importantly, what our response is to that. So first and foremost, we want everyone to be safe. We are all practicing social distancing. My family is going to be home for the foreseeable future. We want to do our part in making sure that, we don't spread this around unnecessarily. We see what's happened in Eastern Asia. We see what's happened in Europe. And we want to do our part to try to ensure that that doesn't happen here in North America. So with that in mind, what does it mean for Rise Up Chorus? First, it means that for the rest of March, at the very least, we will not be meeting any longer in person. St. Luke's has closed their facilities for the rest of March, and we do not have a meeting place, nor would we have planned to meet. We're already planning to take off for the rest of March, at least in person. But what that does mean is that we're looking to hold rehearsals remotely using the internet, using the technology at hand in order to still hold some representation of a rehearsal. What will that look like to you? We're still formulating that now, but it will include a combination of videos such as this, along with the learning tracks, along with slowed down version of the learning tracks, because that is something that we now have the ability to do, especially in those difficult passages. And it will also include warm-ups that you can do at home, which I know is something that some people have been wanting anyway. So we will record warm-ups for you to do at home. And I think that you'll find that these home rehearsals can be very useful. And the great thing about them is once you have, done a section, if you find that you personally still need more work, well, in our group rehearsal, we might be moving on to something new, but you have the ability to take that slider and just rewind it back and play it over again. So I think that's going to be especially beneficial for all of us. After March, we're not quite sure what's going to happen yet. We're still just taking it one day at a time to figure that out. We have some events coming up. Our youth chorus has a performance at the Menlo Park Veterans Home on April 25th and a performance at Dorney Park on May 30th. The adult chorus, we have our Misa performance on May 31st. And we also have our Carnegie Hall residency the following week. What does this COVID-19 pandemic mean for those events? Well, it means that right now everything is on as planned. Keep all those days reserved. The Veterans Home, the Dorney Park trip, the Misa concert, and all those dress rehearsals, as well as the Carnegie Hall performance. Keep all that on your calendar. Don't take any of it off right now, because we are very hopeful that, give us a couple weeks and everything will be great again. However, we have seen some indication that just yesterday an article came out that, the CDC is recommending no group gatherings of 50 people or more for the next 8 weeks. And that might that would definitely have some impact on our upcoming events. Um, but we're not willing to, and we're not ready to make a call on that quite yet. We need to really wait and see what's going on. Take those guidelines from the CDC, take those guidelines from the WHO, and then make sure that we're doing the right thing for our community. And that brings me to the next point is our community. One thing that I'm very nervous about is our community is not going to get to meet. And you know, our entire purpose is about bringing the community together in order to through music making, but it's about bringing the community together in order to build a stronger community. So we're going to look for ways of bringing the community together in real time, face to face, but through the use of technology. Just as even a check-in. How's everyone doing? How's everyone handling this? Sometimes there are things that we need to share, and for those of us in our community that might live alone, this is a very trying time. And so we want to do everything we can to give those people the interaction that they need without putting them at risk for catching this thing. So in the meantime, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Mary McGuire, the youth chorus director, and I are working to create lessons the way that the schools are doing right now, remotely, but to create rehearsals that you will complete at home. That includes the warm-ups, that includes what sections of music to focus on, that includes slowing down some of those really fast-moving passages, helping you with pronunciation along the way. It'll be a combination of videos like this, along with slowed down learning tracks in order to help create that rehearsal experience for you. So you'll get an update on that a little bit later in the week. But for now, please stay inside, practice social distancing. If you need to have food delivered, do that. But do everything you can not to go out and put yourself at risk. Take care of yourselves, and let me know if there's anything that Rise Up Chorus can do for you. Thank you so much.